Good evening. I'm Michael Ang, and you're watching the Manila Times News Prime. Today is July 14th. Our top story: the Philippines is taking part in the largest ever war-fighting drills in Australia. 18 other nations are joining Exercise Talisman Sabre. More than 35,000 military personnel are participating in the biennial joint exercise between the United States and Australia. Malaysia and Vietnam are also attending as observers. This year, the exercise will be held in Papua New Guinea, Australia's nearest neighbor. Exercise Talisman Sabre is expected to attract the attention of Chinese spy ships. Australian Defense Minister Pat Conroy says the Chinese military have been observing these exercises since 2017. A congressman says the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte can proceed. Representative Joel Chua says there is no reason for the Senate to wait for the decision of the Supreme Court because the High Court has not issued a temporary restraining order. This is in connection with petitions filed before the Supreme Court against the impeachment complaint. Representative Terry Ridon, for his part, says the House of Representatives followed legal procedures in the preparation and submission of the articles of impeachment. Malacanang has confirmed the departure of Mona Lisa de Malanta as chair of the Energy Regulatory Commission, or ERC. De Malanta submitted her irrevocable resignation, according to Presidential Communications Office Undersecretary Claire Castro. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. earlier asked for the courtesy resignations of high-ranking officials in the executive branch. This is to give him elbow room to realign the government. Two new cabinet officials were sworn into office today. Dave Gomez is the new secretary of the Presidential Communications Office. Gomez is a former palace reporter. Also taking her oath before the president is Sharon Garin, a secretary of the Department of Energy, or DOE. Garin served as DOE officer in charge after her predecessor, Rafael Lotilla, was moved to the Department of Environment and Natural Resources last May. 6 Chinese and 6 Filipinos were arrested following the rescue of a kidnapped Chinese businessman. The victim was a businessman engaged in construction supplies and a resident of Taguig City. The PNP says the victim was abducted on the evening of July 1st in front of coastal luxury residences in Parañaque City. The victim was held for almost 2 weeks and was rescued unharmed from a safe house in Santo Tomas, Batangas. And finally, in entertainment, nominees for this year's Emmy Awards will be announced in a live-streamed ceremony this week. In recent years, streaming services have led the charge for Emmy nominations. Dark sci-fi office drama Severance, gritty hospital series The Pit, and buzzy teen murder saga Adolescence are expected to pile up nominations. Emmy Awards night is set for September 14th. For more news and information, read the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn, and be part of our communities on Viber, Telegram, and Mastodon. I'm Michael Ang, and you've been watching the Manila Times News Prime. Stay smart, and we'll catch you here same time tomorrow. Good night.